What's up, nerds and nerdettes and we little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the two-gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Right where it's supposed to be. Good looking out, future Big Johnny G. It's true, I like to talk to myself sometimes because I like a good conversation. Anyway, we are here for Tabletop Takeout Tuesday, and this, my friends, we're doing a little differently. This and the next two to follow, I know for a fact, are all going to be filmed indoors. I know I like to get outdoors. I'm sure a lot of you like to see it also, instead of just looking at this behind me, getting to see some nature and trees and seeing that I really do get outside from time to time. But no, I wanted to get these done right away. I didn't want to wait until I was out to do it because it's on my mind now, and I have the time now. So, what am I talking about? So as I said, this Tabletop Takeout Tuesday and the next two to follow are going to be a little bit different. Usually, for these, I talk about games I've played already, that me and the 20-sided Warriors have put time into, hours and hours into these games, and I know which ones I like and I don't. I want to specifically tell you all about the games, one at a time, that I do like, and that is the purpose of Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. This is a little different. I'm not talking about games that I have played, games that the 20-sided Warriors have played and told me about. No, this and the next two Tuesdays are going to be about the games I missed at Gen Con 2019. I never get to go, but I do follow it on social media. I do follow on Facebook and on Twitter, and I do watch videos from other content creators and board game reviewers as they drop, who get the chance to go there. So I do get to formulate my own thoughts and ideas. So the way I'm presenting this is, these are games that we would have loved to showcase for you and us if we had been at Gen Con. I'm talking about what games we would have live streamed for you, live interviews for you, things that we would have filmed and edited, all to do with the new games coming out that are being featured and spotlighted at Gen Con. So that's the idea of this. So I hope you enjoy, and also let us know. Let us know what up-and-coming games you're waiting for. Did you make it to Gen Con and get to see something that you're like, you're biting your nails at now? Like, I can't wait for this to come out! Or maybe like us, you were stuck with Gen Can't, but you followed everything on social media. What stuck out to you? I want to know. The 20-sided Warriors want to know, because we want to look into these games. If they're good enough for you to like, we're at least interested to take a look at it. Why don't you join me down the table and we'll talk about 3 games we would have showcased for you if we'd been at Gen Con.
Shut up and sit down.
Thank you very much for meeting me down here at the table. So this is the first of a 3-part series that we're doing for Tabletop Takeout Tuesday, where, as I said, we're looking at games that we genuinely would have loved to have showcased for all of you if we had been to Gen Con 2019. So instead, we're stuck with Gen Can't 2019, and that's just fine, because I'm still here with you, and we're still talking about this. Now, the first game, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce. I swear I heard 2 different pronunciations of it on videos. I Googled it. So this is the best I can give you. Arceus. A-R-K-E-I-S. Game's probably right here anyway. So Arceus by Enkama. Never heard of the publisher before, but I think I'm going to be glad I have heard of it. This is a game for 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, and it should take about 60, maybe 75 minutes to play. I absolutely love a lot of genres. I know I've said that before, but this is so true. I absolutely love the genre of high adventure. Oh, it's just amazing. It really is. I can't get into it enough, even to start with, why I love it so much. It predates Indiana Jones. It predates Conan. The days of high adventure. It does cover a large time period. It's more of an environment and mindset, I think. Now this is an archaeological version, and there's a lot of archaeologically based board games out there, and this is a bit of a dungeon delve, and I like that as well. This is set in an ancient Egyptian tomb. Wow, you just keep getting more thumbs up every idea I hear from it. Now, along with the fact that it's relatively short play for a game of this style, I am so intrigued that it has a campaign mode as well. And apparently, not only decisions that you make, or should I say have made in previous, earlier campaigns, how they may affect what's coming up, but also items that have been taken out of the ancient Egyptian tomb may have ramifications in the future. I am really looking forward to seeing how this plays out on the table. Speaking of playing out on the table, the miniatures to this game, first of all, look freaking amazing. I love the work that they did on these. And a lot of times, I think a lot of miniatures nowadays are looking pretty good. I think we're getting more better looking miniatures nowadays than just clumps of plastic that vaguely look humanoid. These are definitely very nice miniatures, but it's more than the miniatures. The components and the setup for this game, how the board looks and is built, is just absolutely brilliant. It's grand. It's brilliant. It's amazing. I can't wait to see what it actually physically looks like in real life in front of me on my own table. That's got to be... Whew, I bet there's going to be a lot of slideshows based on that game. The game uses a feature that I really do enjoy, and I wish more games, a lot do use it, but I wish even more would end up using it. And that's the variable player powers. I like it when different characters can be chosen that have different abilities that usually have something to do with bending a rule or changing a rule somehow in their favor. Once a turn, once a game. It makes them stand out, and it makes me want to play the game over and over again with those different characters. And this game has that. So combine that with an allegedly amazing story arc that everyone's talking about. How can Arcus not be on anybody's list to check out? Now, this next game didn't just come out. I think it came out last year, but they did have a feature for it at Gen Con, and that's what brought it to my attention. I had actually heard about the game, but it fell out of my mind. And now this re-sparked. That's a game called Space Explorers by Crowd Games. It's good for 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, and it should play within 20 to 40 minutes. Now, this has a great theme. It has a theme that's not used enough, I think. And that is that the game is set in the early days of the space race and early attempts to explore and colonize space, or at least maybe what we thought it would end up being. So in this game, you are going to be getting to research and develop everything from satellites to spaceships straight up to orbital space stations. And the more you make, the more your progression path is going to go. It's going to be gaining points, and that's ultimately how you're going to win the game. From what I've seen, from what I've read and heard from others, this game boasts that it's very easy to learn and it's easy to teach. The rules are very organic. It can play under an hour and has very little setup time. This is a great game to be able to take out and about. It uses fun card drafting as well as set collection mechanisms to run the game. Card drafting is very popular with most board gamers that I know. I'm so-so on it. I'll have to see how it works for this game. And set collection as well, and I do like set collection style games. Now the third and final one for this first part has more to do with me. It has to do with my love. And also something I know for a fact that T-Bone would have loved seeing if we had been to Gen Con. And that's by Cryptozoic Entertainment. And it's called Challenge of the Superfriends, the card game. This plays 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, and is going to run 30 minutes. This is a childhood fan franchise for me. I grew up loving the Super Friends. The original Super Friends with Wendy and Marvin and Wonder Dog, and then with Zan and Jaina and Gleek. Well, not so much the Superpowers. I didn't like that one in the was that late 80s, early 90s. I didn't care for that one. But Challenge of the Super Friends was great. It had all the super villains together, teaming up in the Legion of Doom, deep in the swamps somewhere. For some reason, the Legion of Doom looked like a squished down Darth Vader helmet, but hey, it worked. So right away, and I'm sure any nerd or geek of my age category is definitely going to be at least have their interest piqued at this just because of what it is. Cryptozoic has said that this is supposed to be a very easy rule system. It's supposed to be very natural and intuitive, and it's going to be easy to teach other people once you know how to play the game. It also is a small game, a tiny box that's going to be really easy to travel with, and that's always a bonus for quick games like this. Now, when you look at the art, the first thing I got to tell you is the art is all new art. And the art was done specifically in the style of Challenge of the Super Friends. And it completely looks beautiful in its throwback imagery. This game plays so fast, almost no setup time whatsoever, really. This would make a great filler game on any game day that you're going to run a super game. Whether it's Sentinels of the Multiverse, whether it's Thanos Rising, or maybe it's Born to Serve. Whatever the go-to superhero game is you have, this is a perfect lead-in filler game. It'll get your mind into the whole theme of superheroes so quickly, so easily, that when it's time for the big game and the main game, your head's already in the game. Alright, so those are the first 3 for our Gen Con Can't coverage for 2019. So I hope you enjoyed it. Now, were you there? Were you there like us? Were you just following on social media? I'm not sure, but let us know. Because if there's any games that were showcased there, that had a spotlight on them, that you got a chance to see, or maybe you missed, but the game looked really great, put it down in the comments. Because we really want to know more games to look at that were featured at Gen Con. So go ahead, tell us some of your favorite games that you saw there. Whether you were there, or like I said, you followed on social media. Just put it down there, right in the comments section, and let us know. Yeah, we gotta start talking about games. Like we talk about anything else here. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here, as well as going over to our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and seeing if we've done anything over there. Sometimes we do. You never know. So might as well go check it out and see what's going on. But also, really, a great big thank you to all of you that have been going over to the Two Gun Pixie Zazzle store, where we have our print-on-demand items. A lot of them are general nerdy funniness. Some of them are RPG inspired. But you're not going to know what's there if you don't go and take a look.
We had a couple of sales last month, so I want to thank everyone that did stop by and take a look. Whether you bought something or not, thank you for taking a few minutes to at least take a look and see if there's anything worthwhile for you there. You're all so awesome, completely awesome, brilliant, grand people. But you know, it always starts and ends right here on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. You subscribe to our channel and watch our videos. You like, you comment. Sometimes you share the videos. I thank you very much for that. It's a great way to say thank you to us by letting other people know that you thought it was fun and they might want to check it out. You guys rule. I mean, honestly, you all rule. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, I am out of here.